Hey everybody, welcome back to the dumbest modeling channel on all of YouTube, Pit Stain Hobbies. If it sounds like I tried out for the circus swallowing chainsaws, you wouldn't be far off, but no, I was very sick the last few days with a stomach bug. So I was screaming the word Europe into a garbage pail for 20 hours. And I'm down here now, and Agora Models nicknamed me Chilly Willy. Funny. You guys got a sense of humor. However, they weren't incorrect. I was freezing the last time I was doing a video down here. And I say, damned with the electric bill. I turned on all my heaters. I'm wearing a zip-up fleece. I also am just recovering from a stomach flu. So turn on all the heat. So to help pay for that heat, please click on Agora's links below. Check out my Amazon link to all my tools and supplies and accoutrement. And there's the Buy Me a Coffee link if you just feel like throwing a few bucks this way. I will reply to every comment I get on there, and sooner or later I'll do something cooler than that. Either way, oh boy, oh dear. Agora Models has shipped me another thing, and I will not freeze while building Pack 10 of Optimus Prime. If this looks a little bigger and more camera shaking than usual, that's because it is. Pack 10 is absolutely massive, going with the theme of all these other packs. Oh my God. I'm gonna knock something over with this box lid. There we go. Nope, still hit another camera. Look at all of that. Okay, there's tray 1. I'm gonna put this in my spray booth because it's a very large area. Look at that, there's tray 2. Just massive parts. I like the wheels, I really like the wheels. They're very nice. And here is pack 3. Ooh. Here's the fun part. Here's where the robot mommy daddy button is. I don't know how Transformers, well, they just make new Transformers, but there we go. There's the Elvis Presley, the hips area. Yeah, very nice. Okay, we'll put that down. It seems, oh yeah, no, that's a piece of his junk. Let me get this giant. This is bigger than the average Agora Models box. I love their boxes. They got the nice logos on them. They got the nice stuff on the inside. And then, oh my God, I sound like Marge Simpson that's been on like hormone therapy. It's so bad. All right, here's the spray booth cam. This is a 36-inch wide spray booth, and this is basically filling the entire thing. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna pull up the instructions, and I will be back in just a moment. Oh, by the way, gonna be some extra throat clearing on this episode for that. Whoever you are, dude, I have an even more valid reason now, okay? Still running a 99 fever, but I'm dedicated, committed. I should be committed. Be right back. Alrighty, well, after going through all the screw bags, which are tucked underneath one of the big silver one of the black parts for the thigh, there are a lot of screw bags, and they are extremely full of screws, making it extremely difficult to read the faint black print on the clear bag. Normally not too much of a problem, but dear God, I do sound like Marge Simpson on steroids. Okay, great, thanks. I got a new nickname besides Chilly Willy. Large Marge. So I pre-organized most of the screws into here. These little silver machine Allen-headed thread-locked screws, generally you use every single one of them on a stage. They don't leave you with spares. They're very expensive screws in comparison. The rest of them, like the PB 2.6 by 8s, there's 58 of them. It filled that whole thing. So first things first, we got to put together 2 of these little flexi joints for looks like the front little hip armor skirt area, and don't get them confused with these stubbier, wider ones. You want the longer, skinny ones. Something I'll never be called either of. Well, yeah, no, definitely stubby. That would be for sure. I don't know how you can be stubby and 6 feet tall, but hey, there you go. All right, a little self-deprecating humor to lighten the mood. And then we're gonna get these little, we have 2 sizes of silicone rubber grommets. We have 2 large ones, save them for later, and we got a bunch of tiny ones. So we're gonna snip these open. There we go. Most expensive partwork opening scissors ever. And we're just gonna shove a couple of these onto each of these. And like any good cooking show, we're going to save this one for later. And then we're going to get this part with a number 1 on it. Okay, this is out of tray 3. And we are going to take this thing in this orientation and shove her right in these little grooves that they so graciously provided. And then, oh, that's gonna be my new thing, saying and then. Now I actually sound like the lady at the Chinese drive-thru on Dude, Where's My Car? We're gonna take this part, also labeled number 1, and put it right over there. And then we need 4 PB 2.3 by 6 screws in these 4 holes right here. I'm gonna get those screwed in and I will be right back. Alrighty, now we're gonna take this piece with a number 1 on the back of it. I'm gonna take this piece with a number 3 on the back of it, and drop that in there. This piece with a number 4 on the back of it, and drop her in there. Those fit nicely. Those look pretty cool. And then we're gonna sandwich on the part we already assembled earlier. And it is a nice positive click when you get that thing into place. There we go. And then we want 4 PWM 2x6 screws, which I happen to have here. We're gonna get 4 of those in there. And the first one's on the house. I'll do that on video. There we go. Somebody said I don't show enough of me actually putting screws in because they think there'll be a funny screw up. Ba-dum-bum. Sometimes there is. This time, not so much. I'll be right back after the next 3 are screwed in. All right, and those 4 little silver screws are in there. And look, you can see the detail through those clear panels. That's pretty nice. Dear God, my voice is shot. Okay, same thing now, reverse. So we're gonna take the number 2 panel and our other little doodad we built before and make sure it's like this. It goes in there. Then take this panel and put it over the 4 little posts like that. And then scrolly in like you forgot. PB 2.3 by 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll get those in and BRB. Okay, those are in. And I actually just took this part back apart because I hit the button for record. It didn't record. I am not up to 100% game here, guys. Well, when am I ever at 100% on this channel? I mean, that's kind of why you listen to me. In the background, as background noise, from what I've been told, we're going to take skirt number 2, which is very metally. Ooh, sorry if I blew out the friggin' mic there. Number 1, clear orange part goes in here. Number 2, clear orange part, or you could say amber, possibly. That's pretty orange. I don't know. Splitting hairs. Don't tell Bugs Bunny that. Okay, hold on a second here. There we go. Clippity clappity. Fits. There's a little right here. Get that little. There we go. Ah, now she's in there. Nice toit, very toit fit there. And we're gonna get one of these little silver guys in here. Like I said, most of the time I do put oil on all my screws going into metal. But in the case of this particular Optimus Prime, they engineered all the holes that are in metal with a little slit in them that allows some expansion. And I find I don't have any problem getting the metal screws into the metal. But I speak too soon. I'll probably snap one off if I don't go back to using oil. I'm just asking to jinx myself. But so far, so good for the first 9 stages, 9 packs of this build. I'm gonna get those last 2 screws in here and here, and I'll be right back. All right, and we're done with the front of Optimus's armor kilt. So there we are. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, the parts are so damn big. It's awesome. We're going to take these 2 stubbier things here, and we're going to put 4 more of those little skinny little silicone bushings. There we go. Looking. Use your words, Ian. Use your words. Good boy. I'm going to get 4 of those on there. Put one of those to the side. And then we need the back skirts. So we're going to start with numero dos, it looks like. Yep, that's it. Number 2 right there. And, okay. We're going to do the same thing here. Take it in this orientation and plop her in there. Put that down and grab the cover part, also with a number 2. And snap that into place, nice and snug. Put that down and scroll, scroll, scroll. PB 2.3 by 6, so we need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. PB 2.3 by 6. There's quite a few of those in the baggies as well for this. This pack of Optimus, by far, has the most screws of any of the packs so far. It is astounding the amount of screws I unpacked. It is, it makes my wrist hurt just looking at all the screws. I think Wayne might have switched over to using an electric screwdriver at some point. And these plastic screws, they are going in really snugly. They're using a very thick, high grade of plastic on this model. So I'd recommend getting a thicker handled screwdriver than the little baby Vihas that I usually use. You know, these little guys. The comparison is a lot different. So I'm using a PH0, but it's got a nice, little beefier handle. So don't feel ashamed to buy a bigger screwdriver with the same size bit. I'll be right back. All right, that one's done. That was an easy bit to make. And now we're going to do the opposite with the parts with the number 1s on them. And make sure we don't screw up the orientation here. So just like that. That's how we want it. That's how the instructions say to do it. That's not how we want it. That's how Agora wants it. So that your model actually fits together when you're done. Probably a good life tip to live by there. Follow the instructions. I'm in IT. And, you know, we always go RTFM. I've also been in IT for 25 years plus. So that saying gets a little old, I guess. Or maybe some of the younger kids don't even know what it means anymore. I won't say it out loud for fear of angering the YouTube gods. Oh, throat clearing guy. That was a good one. That was for you. I dedicate that throat clearing just to you. But yeah, Google RTFM if you don't ever, you know, fear about 4-letter words popping up in the search results there. Let's get these 4 little screws in here. Oh, man. Yeah, there we go. All right, only done with the first couple little bits of this build, and the wrist is burning. She's on fire. There we go. All right, and both of our premium butt flaps are built. Very nice. I love premium butt flaps. Articulated butt flaps. So an Optimus has to sit down. He could lift his little rear skirt up there. And moving on to the next thing. We're going to assemble the thingabobbers that hold the wheels onto the hips. So let me go get those parts out, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. So we're going to grab this part, and there's one of these. There's 2 trays and the same parts in both trays. So there's no number designating it. This, however, is important. This has a number 1 on it. We want that one. We want to hold it in this orientation and get our little silicone sleeves on there. Bushings, Ian, geez. Okay. And then we want to put it on just like that. So it looks like that. Not the other way around. And it will fit the wrong way, so don't do that. Okay, so you want it that way. The CGI instructions are pretty serious. And PB 2.6 by 6 screws going into these 2 holes. And I'll pop those in. I'll be right back. All right, so this is done. Looking good. And now time to, glory shot, trying to put a wheel in a tire. Now these tires have Autobot on the outside of the rubber. So you want that facing the outside of the rim. And a lot of people are saying to drop this into hot water. And I did fill up a Yeti cup with some hot water. And I don't love the idea of that because there's no weepage holes in here for air or water, and you don't really want to drill it anyway. And you can put one in the back where you won't see it. But, oh dear God. She goes, "Are you filming?" I go, "Yes." And she sends 2 more text messages. I love my wife. I do. I accidentally popped one together already, and you don't need hot water. They just kind of pop right in. This one's a little more, it'll go in. Not the easiest. Okay, the first one was lying to me. Nope, it's going in. There we go. Yep, there we are. And there we go. Oh, I popped the outside off that rim. Oh, that son of a... Get in there. Okay, there we go. And they fit in without the hot water. It would be easier if you warmed them up, but not absolutely necessary. But there we go. That looks nice. Those look like proper Alcoa truck wheels. Very nice. Okay. Oh, getting a little... There we go. Now I think it's time for one of these bigger silicone bushings. And we're going to take that out of there. I'm gritting my teeth. You know, and you do small things with your fingers. We could either put this on the wheel or we could put this in the hole. Now let's go and throw it in the hole. There's no specific order in which they say to do that, but either way should work. Oh, no, I think I'm going hole first. I mean, wheel first, then hole. There we go. And then we're gonna wiggle it into place. All right, if she doesn't want to fit in there, you just spit on there a little before you shove it in the hole. That came out sounding wrong. Entirely wrong. Okay. Got that, and then we need a PWB 2.3 by 6. PWB 2.3 by 6, and these have a big flange on them. Oh boy. To grab the back of that little axle stub. Get those in there. Do it so people could see, Ian. That's the whole point of you making these videos, right? Show the steps. Nice and snug. Oh, yeah. And honestly, the wheel will spin a little, but the tire rotates on the rim. I wouldn't bother gluing it. It's going to be fine. It just lets you place the Autobot tire logo wherever you want, I guess. That's kind of a nice little feature. Does the other one spin on the rim? Yeah, it does. Okay. Well, that's that. Now we gotta get the outside little spat, or whatever you want to call it, on there. And it seems like we're taking all the parts out of this side. Yeah, there's no numbering on the inside of this. This is just gonna fit right on here. And then we got 4 PB 2.6 by 8 screws going in there. I'll be right back, and I'll answer my wife's text messages while we're at it. BRB. All right, so these 4 screws here, the PB 2.6 by 8, they're actually a PH1 head, so you can use your bigger screwdriver, and it's a lot easier on the wrist. By the way, both of these you can find in my, if you go to my Amazon link, and you can search through my stuff for these Weha screwdrivers, the PH0 and the PH1s. I highly recommend them for the Optimus build. They're gonna make your life a lot easier. If you wanna use an electric, hit or miss. A lot of torque is needed sometimes to get some of these going that the weak electric can't provide, and the stronger electric screwdrivers will overpower. So it's kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't with the electrics. At least with these, you know, you've got the maximum amount of torque that you should apply, and you have a better feel for it also. Yeah, this is nice. That looks good. Okay. And she's still texting me, even though I said, you're making it in the video every time you text me. Now we're gonna build the same exact assembly, but the opposite side. So I'll just go over the primary part of that with the little black, cheesy, and I have lost all capability of understandable communication skills. Get these parts out of the tray. It's the outside bit. There's the inside bit. There's that little guy. And we already got our wheel built by accident earlier. So we're going to take our 2 skinny bushings here. Come on, get out of there. Oh, you little son of a... There we go. Okay, we're out of those little silicone bushings. And we'll soon be out of the big silicone bushings. And now this one says number 2. And the orientation we want it in is we want it facing in this direction. So there we go, just like that. So the opposite of the other side. And 2 PB 2.6 by 6 screws. And let's see. I would test every screw to see if you can use your PH1 driver, because it's going to be so much easier. And you can. Oh, thank God. It's so much easier to turn the bigger screwdriver. At least for me. I'm not super old. I mean, don't ask my coworkers. But the bigger handled screwdriver, I think anyone over the age of even like 35 will agree with me. Using the micro precision screwdrivers on this kit is torture. And we got the wheel. Oh, good God. I'm going to take our fat bushing, put her on the little axle stub here, wheel shaft, whatever you want to call it. Should I spit on this one? I don't know. Should I lick it? It'll have. Ah, there we go. Let's see if that helps. Ah, there we go. She goes right on now. There we go. A little sucky action on that bushing, and she gets her into place better. Man, I like. There we go. It kind of wants to squirt back out of there, but it's staying. And then we need the PWB 2.3 by 6, and I'm actually starting to get warm down here in this this fleece. It's a little, and again, nope, BH0 it is. Get this fella in here. There we are. Screwy, twisty. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. And there we go. And again, you could turn the tire on the rim, put that fella on there, and then PB 2.6 by 8 screws. Thankfully, we can use our PH1 screwdriver on that. That's the best advice I can give you. Besides, don't get norovirus, or whatever stomach virus I had. I really don't recommend that. 0 stars on Google reviews for that virus. No fun at all. Oh boy, I'm surprised the porcelain in my toilet survived that one. That was horrible. I don't know if anyone's been on a cruise ship where they had those outbreaks. I've never been on a cruise ship during one of those, but imagine an entire, like 2,000 people. Man, I would not want to be a maintenance worker on that cruise line. So we'll get these in. That's so much easier with the big screwdriver. Okay, I'm gonna get those last 2 in and I'll be right back. All right, so the second one's done. That is the completion of part 8. I'm trying to keep, I think they'll go like that, but who knows? It's gonna be very obvious when we go to assemble this, which side is which, obviously. We know this is the left and this is the right. And well, that's the left and the right of the butt flaps. And let's move along. Attaching the wheels to the hips. So this is part 8. This is part 7. We're gonna put them like this for this stage. And then we're gonna get this big thing. Yes, we're gonna get this large part. And it's got accoutrement for these 2 fellas right here. See, they're either gonna lean back or they're gonna lean forward. Oh, hold on a second. Let me just take a quick look here. So we want them to lean. We want them to lean back. So we want this one like that. So it sits like that. And this one like that. Yes, that is, oh dear God. Okay, I'll be back. All right, well, that wasn't the wife for a change, but it was my mom. And yeah, my dad's in the nursing home, and he's going for surgery next Tuesday. So I'm going to be flying out of here to go visit at the end of this weekend coming up. But either way, we're going to, once we have these things in place, kind of let them just sort of hang there. Makes it kind of easy. And we're going to put one of these plates in here just like that. They're both the same. And we want to get 3 PB 2.3 by 6 screws into the 3 holes in this black plate. And there we go. And once you get one in there, it holds it in pretty well. Sometimes instructions can be deceiving, but if you scroll a little further down the page, all things become clear. There we go. Until all are one. As far as Optimus's parts go. Let's see here. There we go. And we got those 3 in. And time to do the other side. And I'll be right back, but same exact process. 1 sec. Alrighty. Looking good. Looking nice. Alright. So, yeah, the big part of the fender goes toward, this is the front, and the little part goes towards the back. Now we're going to start putting on these front pieces of his robot kilt. And they're going to go right down here on these 2 pegs. And then we're going to take a couple of PB 2.3 by 6 screws. See if we fold those down, they'll stay into place a little bit better. That works nicely. And a couple PB 2.3 by 6. I just want a little marge there, a little extra marge. And come on, get on there. Behave. Obey. Obey me. Screws. All right. And there we go. Ah, that's looking nice. Fully articulated. Very nice. And we're going to do the same exact thing on the other side here, and I'll be right back. All right, those are both in, and now we're going to take our premium rear butt flaps, and we're going to get those in. And these need 2 hands for at least the first screw. Hold it down. Get that screw started in there. Make sure you keep the holes lined up while you're screwing down the first one so that the second hole stays on its peg. Obligatory drop of the screwdriver is optional. There we go. But always is going to happen here. There we go. And you want them, tight, but don't over tighten. It's going in the plastic. And we're going to put the other butt flap on, and I'll be right back. Same process, though. Alrighty, and Optimus's robot kilt is done. Very nice. All looking spiffy. Butt flaps move. The front kilt. Whew. Is there a breeze in here, or is it me? Okay, there we go. Perfect. Wheels, all that articulates. Very nice. We're going to put that aside. It's just massive. Just massive parts. Dear Lord. Okay. I'm not Wayne. I'm not going to go first person and put it next to my head, but you get the idea. It's very big. And now we're going to start assembling the upper left leg. So this should be fun. And yeah, so this is a new thing to me in this particular part work. Is you get those, hold on a second, these heavy duty metal joints. We need to pay attention because some are labeled 40 kg and some are labeled 20 kg. And I'm assuming that's, maybe it takes 40 kilogram inches, feet, I don't know. 40 kilogram feet of torque would be crazy. 40 kilogram inches? I don't know. What, I think it's just a torque spec of how hard they are to twist. So we want to make sure we keep our 40s and our 60s about us, our 40s and our 20s about us when we're doing this. And let me just grab this leg piece while we're at it, and just, we want part 1. Yeah, there's 2 of these. There's 1, and then there's R1. They went from using 1 and 2s to just 1 and R1. So we're going to take 1 and hold it like that. Or take our 40 kilogram, our 40 kg, and put that in there. I'm going to take our 20 kg and put that in there so that the screw holes line up right there and there. And then we're clearly going to use some of these machine screws and washers. You want the PM 3x8s. These are the 6s. These are the 8s. So we're going to need 4 of these suckers. Let me just get these out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to need 40 split washers, lock washers, whatever you want to call them. Oh, for fug's son of a... All right, now we got 6. Yep. Friggin' things. It's like they're like glitter. They just go everywhere. Putting them back in the bag. Getting that genie back in the bottle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And jeez, I need my hex driver. Where's my hex driver? Oh, come on, man. Is that it? Is that the 2.5 millimeter hex driver? Comes in handy. Because I hate using those stupid L-shaped Allen keys. Those are just a nightmare. Oh, I hate them. With a passion. Horrible things, those little L keys. How many of those you have collected from IKEA furniture, everybody? Go in that kitchen drawer. You know you have the kitchen drawer with like a pile of L keys or somewhere in a toolbox where you just throw them all. Or you've gotten them in like bags of them in tool sets, never to be seen again. And whenever you need to tighten something, you know, you end up just going to Harbor Freight or somewhere and buying one of those fold-out Allen key sets. And those are fine. Those are good to have. But I can't stand L keys. However everyone thinks I feel about those L keys. Yeah, there we go. And now there's no mistaking my feelings on that subject. I have found another washer. It just fell out of nowhere. It was just stuck to something. Damn washers go everywhere. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a long video. Everyone, take a pause. Go to your pantry, kitchen, snack cabinet, whatever you want. Go get yourself something good. Maybe go to your bar and grab yourself a cocktail or whatever. If you're a kid, go get yourself a Yoo-Hoo or some chocolate milk or whatever, the Ovaltine. I don't know what you drink everywhere anymore. Okay, we got that. And then TR-1005 and TR-1059. It looks like these match. There we go. And we got this and we got this. And we're going to put those together, but we want to make sure we get the orientation correct. So this is just square, but they have the point of one of these kind of facing this way, and then the cup side of this facing that way. So we want it like that, and then we want the PM 3x6 bolty things. All right. And, oh, there we go. Let's not watch me fight with this. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 in here with 4 of these little magically appearing washers that just go everywhere, and I'll be right back. All right, so now we're going to get these 2 massive chunks of metal together, and hold it. You want in this orientation, and you want that right there. And then we're going to take a couple more of these heavy-duty Allen screws with those washers, and in they go. These do go in rather easy. They're just perfectly threaded, absolutely beautifully machined threads on both the screw and the holes. Very nice. They spent some money on these parts. They really did. These are not cheap bits to do this accurate. Okay, and now, oh dear God. Yep, we got to get out the left leg. We're going to need a bigger workbench, or we're going to have to just zoom out a whole lot. Be right back. All right, so we've got our gigantic left leg out, and we want, obviously, you're seeing what I'm seeing. This stuff on this side, these silver grills in the front here. Make sure this little cable's off to the side. And then this has to go in this orientation with the nut facing that side, and it goes straight down there. And then we got to put in 2 PM 3x10 screws in the hole here and the same hole on the opposite side. Oh boy. This is one big son of a... Oh, there we go. Unlike Predator, you are one big, sexy mother bleeper. There we go. Okay. Wowzers. Okay. Oh my. Okay. Just moving these parts around. Whew. Okay, so now we want to do TR 1075 we need, which is like a metal rod or something. Where the heck is that thing? Oh, here it is. So, these joints are extremely stiff. And this might be the 40 kilogram one. We've got to crank. Oh my God, yeah, you really got to torque that down. You want it like at a 90-degree angle right there. Okay, so that's what we want. And then we want to rotate it this way, so clockwise to the side. Okay, so you have it like that. Oh boy. And then what we need to do is we need to feed the wire from the leg up through here. So you can kind of see there's a little hole right there. We're going to feed this wire into that little hole and pull it out through there. It's like the magician playing with his handkerchiefs. Okay, there we go. And then, okay, so that's how we should have that. There we go. That's how that wire should be. Okay. Man. Yeah, you definitely need this little, I mean, you could just substitute a screwdriver, but they give you the metal rod just in case you don't have, you know, a beefy metal bending implement handy. So that's nice of them. That's very thoughtful. And then we need a piece of big plastic here. Let's see what we got. Which one are we taking here? Is that marked with a number? Nope, not that one. This one? Yes. So this has number 1 on it. Yes, number 1. And there's a notch right there. And that is going to go just like that. Then we got to get 4. And those 4 metal hole, those little 4 holes in the metal, 4 PB 2.6 by 8 screws. So I'm going to have to pause you. I'll be right back in a second. All right, so we got those 4 screws in now. I'm just going to tilt this knee back so you can actually see what the heck I'm doing here. But we want to make sure our wire stays like in there, inside of there. And we're going to take this part and put it right over this right here. Okay. And does that line up with the holes? There it goes. It lines up with the holes. You can see better than I can at this point. We're going to put that right there. Make sure we don't pinch the wire. Oh, throat clearing guy. It's your lucky day. I'm going to take 2 of these PM 3x8 screws with these little Texas razor wire washers. The reason you're using these tooth washers is because these are going into plastic. The washers will bite into the plastic with their nasty little teeth. That's the point of that. There we go. And you know what? Not even done with the first upper leg, and my wrist is tired. So many screws. There we go. You gotta put a bit of torque on these things. Maybe I should put some bigger handled hex drivers. Amazon purchase. Let me see here. I mean, I only got, oh my God, 70,000 more screws to go on this model. Might not be worth it. I'm gonna go shopping on Amazon and I'll be right back, but that's what it should look like. Alrighty, that's in. I'm back from Amazon. I've purchased a Wera, not Viha, I got Vera, the green-handled brand, 2.5 millimeter hex driver with, you know, a full-size handle. I can't strongly recommend enough bigger handles for this model. Everything takes a little more torque to screw in. And now, okay, here's another careful tip. See this wire, this post? You want to make sure that that doesn't pinch the wire. Get that into place. And we're going to crank this thing forward again. And we've got to get 3 screws in 1, 2, 3 holes right there. And that's going to be the PB 2.6 by 8. And luckily we can use our Phillips number 1 screwdriver on those. I just need to get one of you guys in there, please. I'm using my weak side here. There we go. Oh, the wrist is burning. Wrist is burning. There we go. Okay. I'm going to get those other 2 in. Right there and right there. It's hard to see. There's the light. There you go. There and there. And I'll be right back. Okay. So we got that monster screwed in there. Oh my God. This thing is just utterly massive. Let's just put you over here for a second. Get you kind of out of the way. Now we need a couple more big parts. TR1022. Looks like that one. Yeah, not that one. We need this part out of, what is this, tray 1? Yeah, tray 1. We're still mostly coming out of tray 1. And then this fiber reinforced plastic bit. You can tell it's fiber reinforced by that weird texture speckling to the color there. And we're going to get that. So these 2 holes have to go into these 2 pegs right there. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 PB 2.6 by 8 screws. And I'll be right back after more huffing and puffing. Alrighty, so that's screwed in with their 4 screws. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to take this other plate out of tray 1. This has a number 2 on it, actually. And this has a number 1 on it. Is that the right one? That's the right one. It's got to be the right one. Yes. Pegs are in the front. Yes. And then we got to put this little yellow guy in there, and it can only go in one way. You can put it in forwards or backwards. It's still in the correct orientation. Quickest thighs on YouTube, I tell you. Caught that part. And then 1 PB 2.6 by 6 screw to hold this little yellow guy in. If I can get the damn screw in the hole. Yes. This is why I don't put screws in live on YouTube. I'm doing this tonight for you, Todd. I'm going to have an hour and a half long Pack 10 Optimus Prime video. But there we go. There it is. Okay, she's in. All right. You know, I've been honestly, I'm running at like half steam because I'm still getting over being a bit ill. But I've been down here for damn near 3 hours already. I mean, some of it's been BSing, you know, talking with the guys on Discord, Hobby Time Modelers, go check them out. But, yeah, that being said, let's take our leggy. Hey, little leggy. Hello. Now, we have 4 holes here. Oh, come on. Here, here, there, and there. I'm going to take this panel. There is no good angle I can film at for this. I mean, there probably is, but I'm not good enough to find it. And I'm just going to get that put into place there. And then 4 PB 2.3 by 8 screws. You can barely see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And mind the wire. Always mind your wires. And I will be right back with 4 screws in there because I can't do this on camera. I'm balancing too much. BRB. All right. So that part is screwed on there. And I could just, you know, why don't I just lay it down like that and work on it? Because this wheel fender is held on with plastic. I don't think it would break. I also don't want to risk scraping up the paint, and I don't want to risk stressing it. When the 2 wheels and tires are on here, I think that's gonna maybe allow you to put it on its side, but this thing's never meant to be laying on its side. Not unless Megatron kills him. And Agora, make a Megatron model. Oh, that'd be cool. A Megatron as big as Optimus Prime or near the same size. That'd be badass. Okay. Hint, hint, hint. We're going to slap this other part onto here, and it lines up with these 4 holes here and here. This is an awkward part of the build to show on camera. And then we're gonna turn this fella around. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 PB 2.6 by 8 screws we got to get in there. So we'll get that. Try to get. Can we get any kind of angle on this? This is it's a little awkward. There we go. Oh man, that thing went flying off like a spear. All right. In my weakened state, I'm just going to pause for a sec and put the other 3 screws in. Oh, Todd. Be right back. Okay, so we got all those screws screwed in. Oh, my arms. I've been laying in bed too much the last few days, that's for sure. We're going to tip this knee all the way back here so that you can see these 2 screw holes right here. Take this plate that looks like that. It's got 2 posts, and we just want to line those up with those 2 holes, and it's going to snap into this little collar area right there, and it actually holds itself in place pretty well. So we can get a couple of these screws in here. There we go. I'm trying to show you it's not the easiest to get angles on this sucker. I think Wayne had some real trouble filming his Pac-10 build of Optimus. I don't think he could get out wide enough. I think his camera just wasn't high enough off the workbench. Not his fault. 99% of the stuff that we're building, you don't need your camera, 3 feet above your workbench. I just so happen to have my camera about that high off my workbench, plus a wide angle lens adapter on it so that I could get out this wide. There we go. Okay, and now, oh, that's on just like that. Looks good to me. I've said that a lot of times though, but okay. I'm gonna lean her back again just for ease of viewing. 4 posts here, and then this big silver plate right here, and that's gonna be easy enough. Oh, come on. And it just falls right into place. PB 2.6 by 6. PB 2.6 by 6. Wait a second. PWB. Read Ian. Dear God, that was almost a script. PWB 2.6 by 6. Oh, those are flanged. Okay. Let's just magnet out 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the rest back in there. Will these fit on my Phillips number 1? No. We got to use the little guy. Going to the PH0 again. And then just 4 of those in there. Easy peasy. I'll get the other 3 in, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we are almost out of parts in tray 1. We're going to take this cover plate, and it just snaps into these 2 slots here. Okay. Oh, I should have said that. Mind your wire, last chance. Just make sure it still moves okay. So that's snapped in nice. Oh, man, yeah, these joints are solid. Very firm. This thing is not going to be flopping around on you. And, are we done? Yeah. That's it. We're done with this. Whew. Oh, man. That was some work. But look at that leg. That's a human. Let's see how far out we can get. There we go. Yeah. Elbow to fingertips. That's just the leg up to the hip joint. Thing is absolutely massive. My God. This is when, oh, son of a, oh, that's the puppy's medication alarm. Ah, my wife is upstairs and she will get it. She has the same alarm I do. I am going to text her real quick. So let's see, next, we're going to be doing the same thing for the right leg. Now, yeah, it's the same. Now, if any part of that differs from this leg at all, I will highlight that. But it's going to be the same procedure in reverse for the other leg. So just as awkward to film, and a screw-laden. Oh my gosh, this is an impressive model. I still got to say, the best engineered part work I've ever touched, or I think exists on the market. This thing is absolutely phenomenal. Oh man, definitely going to be one of the heaviest. I think this thing might weigh more than like the Titanic or the Bismarck. I'm not sure. I'll have to look up the specs. You can fact check me on that. But yeah, okay. We'll be right back, hopefully with the right leg done. And if, like I said, if there's anything different, I will cover that. BRB. Okay, so I did screw up. When you're inserting this into the top of the leg and you're putting the M3x10 screws, I accidentally used the split washer, and I should have used the sawtooth washer because it's supposed to lock it into plastic. Now, that was my screw up, and I just looked at the other leg and I go, I don't want to take that back apart. So I'm pretty sure it'll be fine, but I did not use the correct washer, and I wanted to show everybody I effed up. Should use the sawtooth washer when putting this joint into this fiber reinforced plastic above the knee joint. And for now, that is all. Screw up out for a sec. Be right back. Okay, so yeah, that was basically identical. Nothing different for the most part. You do screw this in to this panel before putting on that fiber reinforced plastic bracket. I didn't think to record that, but otherwise it's all extremely similar. Does that fit? So yeah, that overlaps a little bit. That's nice. Okay. All right, so now that's the second leg out of the way. Oh boy, that's a big girl. You know, it goes a lot faster when I'm not filming, but luckily it was the same. Now, oh boy, okay. Now we got to start putting these brackets together. We're going to make 2 of these with these bits here. And these are going to go, let's see, like this. Like that? Okay. So yeah, we're gonna hold this up like that. Wow, we're back to building normal size parts. Look at that, it's a miracle. Now we got to take a couple of these nuts. Nut 3, assuming that means 3 millimeter, but what do I know? Maybe it's not 3 millimeter. We're gonna just take all 4 of those out right now because we're gonna use them because we got to build 2 of these exactly the same. We're going to put those little nuts into those little pockets right there. Oh, excuse me. And then we're going to take this little thing with these little tabs on the outside of the nuts and just put them over the nuts. And we're taking a PB 2.6 by 8. Let's take out 2 of those. Ooh, that was a lucky shot. I got 2 out of that. Take 2 of those. We're going to hold that plate in place and get a screw right in there. There we are. And I'm getting tired. I don't have my full head of steam of Partworks energy today, but I'm powering through. And we're going to do the second one exactly the same. I'll be right back. Okay, once you have this thing good and tight, you want to make sure it's kind of level and you can see both of the nuts thread holes. Make sure you can see both your nuts. Oh, Jesus, Ian. Where do you come up with these? I don't know. I can't make it up. All right. So now we're going to be building the crotch. Yes. So we have a couple of halves here. Let's see here. And these are similar yet different. Let's see here. So we want this one. Is there like a left or a right or a number or a designator? Okay, here's a designator. Is the one you want to use, even if you can't tell the difference between this and that, this is the one you want because it's got this little wall at the back. So we're going to put that other one aside. We're going to take one of these plates, and then we're going to put it onto these 4 pegs right here into the 4 little pockets right there. And then bolt that on with 4 more PB 2.6 by 8 screws. You know what I love about the PB 2.6 by 8 screws? Is they're Phillips #1. Thank you. Thank the maker. There we go. And easy enough to get those in. And I'm going to get 3 more in, and I'll be right back. Okay, so you don't have to go grizzly bear on these screws, just so you're aware. It says it in the manual. Take care when fixing. This is just holding on a plastic trim. This plastic is not really structural like the metal part is. So if you go too hard, you could stress crack it under those 4 bosses. So don't over tighten it, just tight enough. It's obviously a very subjective term, tight enough. Tight enough to one person is definitely something different to another. Now we need another little chunk of metal, this little box doohickey here. It seems direction agnostic. Yeah, it doesn't care. And we're going to plop it right onto those 2 holes there. And then a couple of PM 3x8 screws. Yeah, those are the 3x8s. You start to get used to them just by look. You can tell the difference between a 6mm, an 8mm, and a 10mm. A couple of little split washers. Those frickin' things go everywhere. They're so flighty. It doesn't really have any locating pins. You just got to hold it in place and get it in there. And this one you could crunch down on pretty nice and tight. I'd suggest getting both these screws started before fully tightening them because it doesn't have like a locating pin to keep it centered perfectly. So you don't want to throw it out of alignment and have one of those screws fully tightened yet. You want to kind of keep it flat-ish in its opening. Like just hold it like down like that. Keep it down in the bottom of its little pocket. And we can crank down on these. I ordered that 2.5mm full-size handle screwdriver, and I think I'll be done with the majority of hex screws by the time it arrives on Saturday, but who knows? Let's see. Next, ooh, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. All right, let's get some more parts here. TR1007. Ooh, more metal. Very nice. So it goes this way, which is important to know. And then we got to get this little yellow and black pistony doohickey. So with it oriented with this kind of little pocket thing facing down, want to plop her in the hole there. And we got 2 screws that have to go in. Wait a second. Oh, glue. Okay. We're doing glue. Fair enough. Let's see if our glue flows or we have to take some. Oh, no editing required here. Get a little glue on here. A little glue on here. A little glue on there. Just a little dab will do ya. Well, there we go. Okay, so that goes in right like that. And we'll just hold that down for a second. And I got a little glue squishing out. I put too much on. Be very ginger with your application of glue. I don't think you'll notice once it dries. But, oh, shite. Oh, wasn't supposed to glue it on yet. Oh, abort, abort. This is what I get for not following instructions. Okay, I'll let you see the recovery from the screw up. Ah, there we go. Okay, it popped out. Dear God, Ian. Here's what happens. So first we got to screw this onto here. So right onto there. And then 2 PB 2.3 by 6 screws in there. Jesus. Well, there we go. Well, Todd, see, there we go. We got the bloopers in there. We got the bloopers. Just 2 screws. 2 will do. There we go. It's not the end of the world. Crazy glue does take a couple of minutes to set up, and now I'm panicking. No one can work properly like that. Let me get this screw on the screwdriver. And now is a good opportunity for Ian to crazy glue himself to something. Get those in there. That crazy glue's still wet. We're still good. This is not an ultra quick setting crazy glue. It is it's called Instacure, but 5 to 10 seconds, but I call BS on that. No crazy glue is fully set in 5 to 10 seconds for the most part. Okay. Now we're definitely gonna glue ourselves to something. And now we're gonna drop her back in the hole. There we go. Okay. Well, there we go. Crisis averted. Everything's cool. It's all cool. All cool here. Oh. Yeah, I did glue myself to it a little. Well, you know, glue happens. All right, now let's grab some more little bits. Grab this little clear orange part. This is the only thing like it left. And grab this, also metal. And we're gonna put this in here. And we're gonna put this on there. And when it's done, yeah, that'll be nice. A couple of PWM 2x6 screws in there, those 2 holes. I will be right back. Okay, now that's screwed together. And don't even think of putting any crazy glue to hold any of these clear orange things in, because it will fog them up. And you can see there's a couple tabs here, and there's a little tab here, and you want to like get these hooked in there, and it holds it in place pretty nicely. Then you want to take this blue part and put that under, put his thong underneath him, so to speak. Then we can just lean that against something. And we got to get a couple of these little PB 2.3x6 screws in here. And that should kind of sort of hold that other front, rear part, whatever part, the front part of the bikini in place. Get those in there. Nope, doesn't hold it in place at all. So we're just waiting for a future part to firmly hold this thing in place. So, but that's what we want to have when we're done with that. All right, what's up next? What are we doing? Ooh, dear Lord. Okay, we got to get a big leg out, and we got to bolt this to it. I'll be back. Okay, so we got our left leg back, the first leg we built. We're going to take this whole part here, and we're going to take the wire, pull it through that main hole, press it up to this metal plate. Honestly, I'm taking this off for now because it's probably going to fall out while I'm finagling with these screws. And we got 4 screws we got to put in. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see here. There we go. You got to get it at just the right angle of the dangle. And there we go. Once you get one in there, you're golden. To get the other 3. I'll try to show that a little better. There we go. Okay, let me get those other 2 in and I'll be right back. All right, so that's all 4 of those PB 3x6 screws with their washers. We're going to bring the wire through this little hole here. I guess we could just sort of lay that back in there for now. I guess you could put a little piece of like Scotch tape or something around there to hold it on. I don't want to put tape on there because I'm worried, you know, the tape will leave residue. So I'm kind of just going to leave that off for now. So that's it with the left leg part. And then we gotta do this all over again. Okay, but different. Because this is the right side of the tan line. I mean the bikini bottom. I mean the crotch. I mean, there's no easy way to describe that. Okay, so we got our other plate with nut retainer that we assembled earlier. Same thing. Sorry about that, everybody. And we're going to get, for these, PB 2.6 by 8 screws in, and do not over tighten them, remember? And they go into these 4 bosses right here. I'll be right back. Okay, to try to give you a more objective measurement of toit is enough, is when you're screwing it in, use like 2 fingers, okay? And once it kind of stops and you have trouble hitting it with 2 fingers or it cams out, that's tight enough. That's all you need. All that's required. Okay, there's another warning that you may cause them to crack if you over tighten them. Now we got to get the other leg out and do the same thing with this. Well, might as well just do it. Where's the right leg? Oh my God, these parts weigh a freaking ton. All right, let me get my 3x6 screws out and the washers, and I'll get staged and I'll show you how this goes. Be right back. All right, same thing as before. Wire through the giant hole. These 4 bosses lined up with those 4 holes on the plate there. All right. Have a screw ready to go on your nut driver. And just get one of them started. Then the other 3 will go nice and easy. Just like I think, was that a brand of hair dye in the 80s or 90s? Something like that. They had Nice and Easy, I think, for women. And they had Just for Men. For grown-ass men to paint their beards funny colors to try to look younger. Unfortunately, they didn't have something you could paint over the bags under your eyes or the wrinkles around your face from your furrowed brow of displeasure with the younger people. There we go. All right. No way to hide your age from your anger and your frustration with the world. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Here's the exciting part. Oh, this should be fun. Oh boy. Okay. This is the weirdest way to build a bikini ever. So the first thing we want to do is, here, Wayne. Eat your heart out on the wide angle, Wayne. I'm kidding. I just happen to have my camera abnormally high off the workbench. And we're, okay. So we're gonna put this part back into its little slots. We kind of got to just like kind of walk these over together and do the same thing on that side. Less fiddly than I thought. Then pinch it, and then we got to get 4 screws in here. PB. Oh, there. Oh, it was a positive click. That felt good. Do I need any more positive clicks? No, that's good. Oh, okay. Don't breathe on it. Ian, don't cough. Don't cough. This is when I'm going to really screw up. But this is, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Nope, that's it. Okay, oh, we need 5 PB 2x6 by 8 screws. All right, fair enough. Not 6. Nope, 5. Sorry, 3, you got to stay in that little bin. And there are 5 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're not going to see me do a damn thing clearly because I'm up. Yeah. Hold her together where you're screwing it together. There we go. And this is plastic into plastic, so a tiny bit tight. A little bit tighter than the 2-finger tight. And then I like to go in a star pattern. So we'll go bottom, rear. This is getting very, very, very tall. Very tall. Don't worry, all of you, not just over the pond, but on all sides of the pond and above the northern and southern borders of America. I will measure the height for this in metric as well. But it is flipping huge. These all fit in there rather nicely. My Lord. Look at that. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Oh, another click. I love me a good click. This thing. When you're unbagging these screws, you're like, I will never be done. But here we are. Only 4 hours later did it take me to get to this. I would have been here in probably 2.5 if I wasn't so physically destroyed. There we go. Look at that. There we go. Oh my. That's a 2 foot by 3 foot or 57 millimeter deep workbench. 57 centimeter, not millimeter. Jesus, Ian. Even when you try, you screw it up. That's why they said when I was a kid in school, they're like, you got some potential. Oh, we got to get 2 more screws in here. We got to get 2 more PM 3x8s with washers in here to grab onto the other side of that little metal box in the center. And we're out of 3x6 screws, which is good. You have an empty screw bag, that's always time to rejoice a little bit. We'll get those into the, you saw where those holes were. This thing is too damn big to get every camera angle on. I possibly could get the GoPro in there, maybe. But, oh, wait. Did I forget my washers? Son of a, I'll be right back. I'm going to do this again with washers. 1 sec. Alrighty. I'm going to take this final plate and our final 20 kg joint, and you know the drill. You put it in there. I'm standing now, just so you're aware, so that I can kind of still be sort of above this thing. A couple of these guys in there. Nice and tight. Like nice and tight means pretty damn tight, because it's not going in plastic. And these joints are critical to keep them, there we go, nice and tight. Okay, now we have a deep end and a shallow end. The shallow end we want pointing forward, and we want the wires in front of it. And we plop her right down there. And then our final 4 M3x10, or yeah, or the PM 3x10, but honestly, it, oh, that's because I used an extra washer before. I know I've got some spare washers in here. Yes, I do. That's why you keep all your extras. 1 spare washer. So we're gonna get, oh boy. One here, then 1, 2, 3 more here. All right, and then nice and tight on the die-cast parts. And I'll be right back. Okay, those are all tight. Now we're gonna take this fella, and I assume we're putting these, right? Are we putting the wires? The wires are routed through part 9. Okay, very good, excellent. So we're gonna get those right through there. Oh boy. And get her, oh wow, that's a tight, kind of a tight fit. All right, fair enough. All right, and then we need 4 PM 3x6 screws. These are silver machine threaded screws. We only get 4, which seems pretty common with some of the nicer stainless steel screws. I mean, it's just holding a plastic piece onto the metal, so I don't think we need to go crazy super tight, but we want them tight enough. There we go. Oh man, this thing is just utterly Mahusive. And then we got a tricky part after this, I think. Not tricky, just awkward because of the size of this behemoth. Alrighty. Alright. Now we got, oh, the butt flaps. Nice. Okay. And the final stage. Yes, good. Coming out. Yeah, it's the same gappage front and back, pretty much, for the wires. And now, we're going to tip these up. We're going to rotate. Easier said than done. Okay, one leg at a time. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get the wheels out. Let's get the butt flaps out. We're gonna get him tilted back as far. Wow, these joints are extremely, extremely tight, and we want to expose those screw bosses. Oh, right there and there and there and there, and whoof. Yeah, now we gotta snap these fellas in, and they'll only fit in one way, just like that, and like that. And so we gotta get two, let's see here, PB 2.3 by 6 screws in each side there. I'll be right back. Okay, our 4 screws are in, and this should clearly show how far back he could tilt. And now guess what? We have to do the same exact thing all over again. Oh, he could tilt even further forward for when he's throwing up in a bucket like I would do in this week. There we go. And now we have access to those 4 screws. And that's going to be 4 more PB 2.3 by 6. But it is pointless trying to film this because there's no way I could get an angle on it. I'll be right back. All right, well, we got those 4 screws in. Oh, man. And let's rotate him back sort of level-ish. Man, oh, this is a workout. Okay. Well, at least when you put him in a pose, you know we'll be able to hold it when we're done. Okay. Oh. Okay. Wow, that actually fit in frame. There we go. That is amazing. I do have the legs and the ankles in the downward position. I needed to do that so I could get some articulation there on the ankles so that I could spread those out a little bit. But let's put them like right up to each other here. Wow. Jeez, that's big. Okay, let's break out the tape measures. Yes, that's plural. First, for the U.S. market. Let's see here. We're right about there. 20, a little over, I mean, if we just go from the flat spot, yeah, just about 21 inches, give or take. And then, same thing, I bought this just for you European guys and, well, everyone else in the world. Everyone. UK, Netherlands, whatever. About 54 centimeters. That is, so you don't have to do the maths, because I can't do the maths. So there we go. Oh my gosh. That, again, 6 foot tall male, human arms. This thing is, whew, that is quite heavy. Do I wanna break out the scale? Yeah, we'll break out the scale. Why the hell not? All right. Let's, oh, 1 arm lift. Oh, that's heavy. So we get, anything out, zeroed out, pounds. 15 pounds, 13 ounces, or 7.17 kilograms. Holy hell. Bye-bye. Oh. I don't even know where I'm going to keep this thing. Like, where is it going to go? This has got to go to the office. There's no way this thing could live at home. The wife will, well, I'll probably put it in the middle of the dining room table for just a little while, you know, to make sure we have company over. And one of my nerdy husband friends gets to see it. Man, this thing is sick. It does. You get a little light glistening off of there. It looks really cool. Okay. Okay. You know, I wasn't feeling good today. Like I said, very sick this week. But Pac-10 showed up yesterday, and the thing, Optimus, was just calling my name. So we built it. It's amazing. It's absolutely massive. I don't know where I'm going to put it for now, but either way, please click the links below to Agora. Check out my Amazon store. I have all the screwdrivers and stuff in there, and oh boy, a little part screw organizer. Oh, I can't even talk. I'm out of breath. This thing was so heavy. But yeah, click on the Agora links, check it out. The Amazon links, the Buy Me a Coffee links, whatever. Like, subscribe, comment on how flippin' huge this is. I mean, I'm sure the guys building like the Bismarck battleship at some point get to that awkward, almost ridiculously too heavy to manipulate stage. And Optimus is there. And when it's all done, doing that is going to be a serious, serious workout. Man, those hips don't lie. Shakira, Shakira. There we go. Man, he looks cool. Oh, I'm going to put him in like a gangsta lean pose. Well, I mean, wait until the friggin' base comes for this thing. I'm going to have to put a camera across the garage to get a good image of it. Either way, thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you next time on Pit Stay and Hobbies. Transformers, adios.